So you're moving to the Washington, D.C. area, but know nothing about it. Here are 7 things you need to know about the area if you're going to be living here. First, none of us call it the D.C. area. Here, we call it the DMV. D.C., Maryland, and Virginia. Yes, go ahead, make your Department of Motor Vehicle jokes. We've heard them all, it's not original. Second, there's a weird rivalry between 3 areas. People from Northern Virginia and Maryland are always going back and forth about which area is better. Meanwhile, the people from DC are saying screw you both. But in all seriousness, let's talk about having friends across other parts from the DMV from where you live. You won't see them as often as you think. Between Maryland and Virginia, people tend to not mind that as much. Between DC and Maryland, also not so bad. But between DC and Virginia, you might as well build a 20-foot wall. Crossing over the river makes a lot of people second-guess their friendships and social obligations. Obviously, you do it if you have to get to work, and that leads me to my third thing you need to know. The traffic is awful. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. According to TomTom's traffic research, DC has the second worst congestion in the country, and on average, commuters spend an extra 86 hours a year in their car due to congestion. That's obviously not ideal, however, there are plenty of options for public transit. Of course, you probably know about the metro system, but 2 more you might not be familiar with are the commuter rails. There's the VRE of Virginia with 2 lines, one going out to Manassas and another going out to Spotsylvania. Maryland has the MARC train with 3 different lines, one that goes out to Perryville past Baltimore, one that goes to Camden Yards, and another that actually goes all the way out to Martinsburg, West Virginia. Fourth, the cost of living is high. You probably already know this if you're planning to move here. But let's look at some numbers. The median home price in the DC metro area at the end of 2023 was about $554,950. The United States median home price was $431,000. You pay a premium to live close to the city, like anywhere. However, the commuter rails, as I mentioned before, offer the option of being able to live a little further out, getting a lot more house for your money, and not spend your time and energy just sitting in traffic. Fifth, it's no secret that a lot of people that work in DC are on Capitol Hill, federal agencies, or DoD. What is secret is a lot of the work that goes on, and which of course requires varying levels of clearance. It's become sort of a status symbol for a lot of Washingtonians. Granted, they probably shouldn't be advertising their clearance flow, but the longer you live here, the more comes up. Sixth, the unofficial DC uniform, a blue button-down and khaki pants. A lot of those employees I just mentioned tend to dress in a more conservative fashion. If it's not a full suit, it's typically that outfit. It's become sort of a running joke that everyone in DC looks the same. 7, and this one is more just for fun, but DC drinks more wine per capita than anywhere else in the country. In 2022, Washingtonians drank 1.01 gallons of wine per person.